Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pickleball and Politics. Oh, tonight, you know what we're going to talk about? Joe won't go. He won't go. Quite the opposite. I would say right now he is insisting that he is going to stay in the race. And you know, when we talked after the debate, I didn't think he'd last the weekend, but it's quite the contrary. He's letting everybody know he has no intentions of stepping down. However, there's one problem. The money's drying up. And we all know in politics, money is everything. And right now, the big donors are just leaving left and right, left and right. And the money's drying up. And money is power. And without the money, well, there's not a lot of power, right? So the Dems right now are trying to figure out, how do we get Joe out the door and get Harris in there? Because Harris being on the ticket, whether president or vice president, and it would look so bad if they put somebody in as president and kept her as vice president. I mean, it would just look horrible for them. So they're trying to figure out a way if they can win with Harris, because if she's not on the ticket at all, they don't get to keep that big pot of gold called cash that they have in the Biden-Harris campaign. So that's number one. But how do they do all of this? They don't even know. They don't know if she can win. They don't have a clue. And the Dems are looking so disorganized right now. Not only are they looking disorganized, in my opinion, they're looking very, very untrustworthy. For 4 years, we've been hearing that Joe is the sharpest guy in the room. He knows everything going on. There's nothing to worry about. We had a primary season. We're just talking 3, 4, 5 months ago. Democrat after Democrat went in and voted for Joe to be their presidential nominee. But right now, he's not looking like he's fine. And they've been claiming for the last 4 years, like I said, plus, that Joe is just terrific and we don't have to worry about him. But we saw he's not terrific. We got real problems. I know he can't be president for the next 4 years. I'm wondering if he can be president for the next 6 months. But the Dems, to me, they're looking so untrustworthy. They've obviously been lying to the American public that Joe was fine. Or are they lying now? Are they exaggerating his condition now because he can't win? It's obvious. He's losing everywhere. States that were never in play, he is at least tied with Trump. New Hampshire, Maine, Minnesota, places they've had for decades. So, are they exaggerating Joe's condition now because they know he can't win? Or are they really concerned about his health? Because they haven't been concerned about his health for the last 4 years, as far as I can see. And it's not looking good for them. It just isn't. They don't know how to get him off. He's not leaving. His war chest stays with him or Harris. They've got to put on Harris. They're trying to figure out if she would be better, but she's sort of unknown on the national stage, even though she's been vice president. And let's face it, she was in charge of one thing while she's been in the White House, the southern border. Well, colossal fail. Colossal fail. I mean, and right now they're not only concerned about losing the White House, the Democrats are concerned about losing the House and the Senate and how that can trickle down even into the state level with governorships and state elections. They're worried about it all. And the fact remains, Joe's not going. He said he's not going. And how can you kick him to the curb now? He has COVID. Talk about kicking a man when he's down. And all you hear every single day is that he's been such a great president and he's been so successful, but it's just time for him to pass the torch. But a few months ago, they were all praising him, saying Joe Biden would be the elected again and be the 47th president of the United States. I don't know. Have they been lying all these years and covering up for him? Or are they exaggerating his condition now because they know he can't win? And now, like I said, he's got COVID. You can't kick the man when he's down. And I want to tell you, I'm a little worried about COVID. I've been hearing a lot of people have had COVID. And I got this in the mail this week. Yes, my official registration for my mail-in ballot. Well, guess what? I won't be sending it in. Should I tell the Commonwealth now? You won't be getting mine back. Here it is. It came. It's the middle of July. They want to make sure that I don't get anywhere near the polls. That's its own separate subject, isn't it now? Why do they love these little mail-in ballots so much? I remember a time that I had to bring my mother to the doctor, and he had to sign the form that said there's no way she could possibly go that day. And even then they gave her a hard time. Now, anyone can vote. Yep, just fill out this ballot. All right. I won't be sending mine in, by the way, like I said. And so we'll just put that aside. We won't be needing that. But you know what I do need? I need you to leave me a comment. I love your comments. Tell me what you're thinking. Do you think Joe will ever leave? How are they going to get rid of him? And who are they going to replace him with? Will it be Harris? Will they get somebody else at the convention? Will it be an open convention? Biden has to release his delegates. There's a lot of stuff here. And you know what? It's a mess. A mess. A complete and total mess. Anyways, tell me what you're thinking. You know I love your comments. Leave me a comment. You can get me on Getter or Instagram at Pickleball and Politics. You can reach me on X at Pickle and Paul. Leave me a message right here on my YouTube channel. And I'll see you again soon on Pickleball and Politics.